Ichabod is a lesser-known figure in the Bible, appearing in the narrative found in 1 Samuel chapter 4 verses 19 to 22. He was the son of Phinehas, a priest of Israel, and the grandson of Eli, the high priest. His name is closely tied to a moment of great tragedy for the Israelites and serves as a symbolic reminder of the consequences of disobedience to Jehovah. The context of Ichabod's birth. Ichabod's story unfolds during a tumultuous period in Israel's history. The Israelites were at war with the Philistines, and the battle culminated in a devastating defeat. During this conflict, the Ark of the Covenant, the sacred chest representing Jehovah's presence, was captured by the Philistines. This loss symbolized a grave spiritual decline for Israel. Both of Ichabod's uncles, Hophni and Phinehas, were killed. These men had already brought dishonor to the priesthood due to their corrupt behavior, as described in 1 Samuel chapter 2 verses 12 to 17. 22 to 25. Upon hearing the news of the ark's capture and the death of his sons, Eli, the high priest, fell backward, broke his neck, and died. Ichabod's mother, heavily pregnant, was overwhelmed by grief upon hearing these tragic events. The combined weight of her husband's death, the loss of the ark, and the nation's calamity brought on premature labor. She gave birth to Ichabod but died shortly afterward. The meaning of the name Ichabod. Before her death, Ichabod's mother named her son Ichabod, which means, no glory, or, the glory has departed. This name reflected her deep despair over the capture of the Ark of the Covenant and the apparent abandonment of Israel by Jehovah. To her, the loss of the Ark was synonymous with the loss of Jehovah's protective presence and glory among his people. Jehovah's Witnesses view the naming of Ichabod as significant because it highlights the consequences of Israel's disobedience and lack of faithfulness to God. It underscores the importance of staying in harmony with Jehovah's standards. Ichabod's symbolic role. Ichabod himself does not play a major role in subsequent biblical events, but his name and the circumstances of his birth serve as a powerful symbol of what happens when a nation or people stray from Jehovah. The capture of the ark, which marked the departure of glory, was a direct result of Israel's spiritual unfaithfulness. For Jehovah's Witnesses, this story emphasizes that Jehovah's blessing and protection are conditional upon obedience and loyalty to his laws. It also shows that religious leaders, like Hophni and Phinehas, have a greater responsibility to uphold Jehovah's standards, as their failure can lead to widespread consequences. Lessons from Ichabod's story. Jehovah's glory is conditional. The capture of the Ark of the Covenant reminds Jehovah's Witnesses that Jehovah's presence and blessing are not automatically guaranteed. Like ancient Israel, individuals and organizations must remain faithful to Jehovah's commands to enjoy his favor. Leadership matters. Hophni and Phinehas, as priests, were entrusted with great responsibility but became corrupt and self-serving. Their failure led to disastrous consequences for the entire nation. This serves as a warning for those in positions of responsibility within Jehovah's organization to remain faithful and humble. Jehovah's justice is certain. The events surrounding Ichabod's birth illustrate Jehovah's justice. Although he is patient and merciful, he does not tolerate willful disobedience indefinitely. Hope for restoration. Although the Ark of the Covenant was temporarily lost, Jehovah did not abandon his people forever. He later allowed for the Ark's return, symbolizing his willingness to forgive and restore those who turn back to him. Application for Jehovah's Witnesses today. Jehovah's Witnesses draw practical lessons from Ichabod's story to strengthen their personal relationship with God. They strive to maintain loyalty to Jehovah's standards and actively avoid behaviors that could dishonor him. The story of Ichabod is also a reminder to examine their own conduct and ensure they are contributing to the unity and purity of Jehovah's organization. The circumstances of Ichabod's birth may be somber, but they offer valuable insights about Jehovah's expectations and the need for faithfulness. Just as Jehovah later showed mercy to Israel, witnesses believe that those who repent and align themselves with his will can experience restoration and blessing. Through the account of Ichabod, Jehovah's Witnesses are reminded of Jehovah's holiness and justice, as well as his loving provision for those who sincerely seek to serve him. His story is a sobering yet hopeful reminder of the importance of staying close to Jehovah, especially in challenging times. Please share and like and please subscribe.